Hold on here, it looks as if our main event got underway in the back. Both teams come out fighting. And who would expect anything less? These two absolutely hate each other.
You know, you go to the American Red Cross. They have good blood there. They do good work. They help people, blood transfusions. They give them the gift of life. But right now, there is nothing but bad blood flowing through the theater here in Hollywood, California.
Absolutely, and we run down the history. The Cutlers decided to make a name for themselves at the expense of the RockNES Monsters. As Johnny Yuma laid out across the guardrail on the outside, here comes Good Time firing up. You'll remember that it was the RockNES Monsters that were coming out to challenge Natural Selection for the Heritage Tag Team titles. They were the #1 contenders. The Cutlers beat them down, cost them that shot at the titles. The Cutlers then won the subsequent matchup. When the RockNES Monsters asked for a rematch, the Cutlers said no way.
The Cutler brothers set their sights on the NWA Heritage Tag Team Champions. They said they will accept nothing less than a match with Natural Selection. But unfortunately, when they came out to the ring to challenge Natural Selection, the RockNES Monsters were waiting in the wings to return the favor, to get the jump on the Cutler brothers, and to take the fight to these two big men.
Gave them a taste of their own medicine, and this thing has resembled a Texas tornado match. All 4 men on the outside. No one's been inside the ring at this point.
I haven't heard the bell ring yet, but a lot of damage has been done on both ends as Johnny Goodtime goes face first into the ring barrier.
And I don't think the rules are going to be able to contain the hatred that these two teams have for one another. They're letting it all hang out. Fans here loving the action. We've got Dustin just drives Yuma into the apron. Now Brandon out here takes Johnny Goodtime right in front of our broadcast position here, folks. Now into the apron, back first.
Spine first into the ring apron. That is the hardest part of the ring. There's just as much steel on the ring apron as there is on the ring post. And that is the frame of the ring. And so to have your spine driven into that is just, it's profoundly painful. And now Johnny Goodtime.
Oh, look at this moonsault off the stage. Incredible move there by Johnny Goodtime. And got to make a point here, Excalibur. Patrick Hernandez, by all accounts, probably could have thrown this thing out by now, but he knows that this thing has to be settled, allowing a lot of leniency here in this main event.
Have you heard the bell ring?
Can't say I have. Yuma now, crossbody, takes out the Cutler.
The RockNES Monsters with the upper hand. And I'm not even sure if this match has gotten underway, but if it hasn't, when it does start, the RockNES Monsters will be in pretty good shape.
Yuma now with a kick to Dustin, now going over to help his partner. Action has spelled all over the Showcase Theater here. This has been wild, and again, as you mentioned, Excalibur, it doesn't look as if this match has officially started. Press slam, gorilla press, drops him head first onto that metal guardrail.
And you saw the fans scatter. They thought Dustin Cutler might actually throw Johnny Yuma into the crowd. And I've seen the Cutler brothers. I've seen the type of aggression that they bring to wrestling matches, and I wouldn't put it past Dustin to put Johnny Yuma in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th row of the Regency Theater.
Hard to try and keep up with everything that's happening. There's the bell. Well, now we've got a match. As soon as we got 2 competitors in the ring, this thing starts officially. RockNES Monsters are moving and shaking right now. They've got things going their way.
Now Yuma and Goodtime backing Brandon Cutler into the ropes. Goodtime sweeps out his legs. Yuma with the leg drop. Goodtime looking to come over the top, but Dustin Cutler waiting on the outside to sweep out the legs of Johnny Goodtime. And now the leapfrogging leg drop from Brandon Cutler. coming down on the back of the head of Johnny Yuma.
Unbelievable vertical leap there. I combined my two thoughts. Able to vault over the top rope into the guillotine leg drop. Now Dustin, the real powerhouse of the Cutler brothers, has got good time on the outside, allowing Brandon to target on Yuma on the inside.
And we see Brandon Cutler limping a little bit in the ring. You can see on the back of his left leg, he does have some sort of injury. One can only imagine that happened while these two teams were just going at it tooth and nail on the floor. And Johnny Yuma trying to take advantage of that, trying to get over to the friendly corner, trying to cross the DMZ that splits that ring right down the center.
All right, folks, now that some form of order has been restored here, we've got to take a break. This tag team main event vendetta continues right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. This tag team main event that has been wild and very personal. Well, getting some reps here on the push-ups continues, and during the break, it was the Cutlers who were able to cut off the ring, isolate Johnny Yuma, and take the advantage in this matchup.
Johnny Yuma has been a victim of the Cutler brothers' ruthlessness. I mean, that is the only way to describe it. They made their debut. They beat the #1 contenders, and by all logic, they felt that they should be then the #1 contenders. And right now, they're making Johnny Yuma and Johnny Goodtime pay the price for having heart, for having a bit of fighting spirit. And even if the RockNES Monsters are able to prevail in this match, the beating that they've taken at the hands of the Cutler brothers, I don't think either of these two teams will be the same after this.
I have to agree with you there. The RockNES Monsters trying to even the score with the Cutler brothers. They started to do just that with the recent attack, as the Cutlers were intending on challenging Natural Selection, but now they'd love to even it up when it comes to victories in this rematch.
Yes, don't forget the first time that we saw the Cutler brothers here in NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, it was when the Cutler brothers jumped the RockNES Monsters from behind. And now, well, then the RockNES Monsters took a page out of the Cutler brothers book, jumping them from behind. And it looks like Johnny Yuma is trying to make his way over to his corner to tag Johnny Goodtime, who hasn't yet been able to make it up onto the ring apron after suffering those attacks on the outside at the hands of the Cutler brothers.
Yeah, both members of the RockNES Monsters in deep trouble here. And, theoretically, both of these teams cost the other a shot at the Heritage Tag Team titles. Now they have set their sights on one another. Yuma getting absolutely pummeled in the corner.
That's right, the last team to challenge for the Heritage Tag Team titles was the team of Joey Ryan and Colt Boom Boom Cabana. There are some unanswered questions there, but that's a story for another day, Todd. The action here has just been brutal, as the Cutler brothers have had Johnny Yuma isolated for, I would say, a good 10 minutes right now.
And that absolute mauling of Yuma almost paid dividends there. Really wearing down the rock and roller, almost got the 3 count. But Johnny Goodtime has seen enough, and this powder keg looks like it just might explode again.
Johnny Goodtime finally getting his wits about him, and he had seen enough. He had seen the Cutler brothers lay hands on Johnny Yuma and just take advantage of him, and Goodtime trying to score some measure of revenge for his team, but really doing more harm than good, allowing the Cutler brothers to hit that double shoulder tackle on Johnny Yuma.
The Cutler brothers are experts at double team offense. Again, hailing from your local GNC, they love to spot each other, dish out the double teams. The same can be said for their opposition in the RockNES Monsters, but in no position to double team at this point. Suspended vertical suplex there, letting the blood rush to the head, into the cover yet again. Near fall there. If he had hooked the leg, he might have gotten him, Excalibur.
That was dangerously close for Johnny Yuma. Goodtime, I think he's still got to be a little bit rattled on the corner, or else he would have dove in to save Johnny Yuma, because, I mean, that was a little too close for comfort. And now, Good Time again knocked off the corner from a right hand from Dustin Cutler. Patrick Hernandez doing his best to keep Good Time out of it, but unfortunately when he does that, he turns his back to the Cutler brothers, and the Cutler brothers just again showing off their tag team prowess, exerting their will on Johnny Yuma.
Cutler brothers there flirting with disaster. Better be careful, have to break that illegal hold at the 4 count. They were holding on, and again, referee Patrick Hernandez letting these two teams go at it. Letting them air their differences here.
And while Good Time and Brandon Cutler were in the far corner, Dustin Cutler and Johnny Yuma were in the near corner, the red corner, and Dustin Cutler just landed, I believe, about maybe close to 20 consecutive cross-face shots to Johnny Yuma. And Johnny Yuma, you saw there after he was being choked on the ropes, he was actually trying to tap out. That's how much this beating has affected him. But, you know, I mean, it is an illegal hold, so you can't tap out. The match won't end. And luckily for the RockNES Monsters, or I guess unluckily, no, luckily, this match will continue because Johnny Yuma hit a desperation swinging DDT out of nowhere.
The Rock and Roller comes back for the encore there, but now trying to capitalize on that momentum. He'd be best served to get to his corner, one would think, but if you look in the corner there, Johnny Goodtime slow to get to his feet as well, so how much does he have left?
Johnny Yuma's been on the receiving end of quite a lot of punishment, as has Goodtime, but Goodtime is the fresher man as he picks up Brandon Cutler, knocks Dustin off the ring apron, throws him out, the shot to the midsection, kick to the face, and leg lariat across the chin. Johnny Goodtime, he's got the fire in his belly. He is taking the fight directly to the Cutler brothers.
And the Gamer picking up some serious points here with the combos, juggling his opponent with the combos here. And what does he have in store now for Brandon? Reversal, cartwheels through. Look at the agility. Takes out the knee, trying to springboard, but right there's Dustin to cut him off. But now back inside and drops down.
Look at this! Huge head scissors on the outside by Goodtime. Now he climbs up to the top rope.
A phenomenal display of offense. Missile drop kick from the cloud level. Hook of the leg. Oh, how close was that, fans?
He caught Brandon Cutler on Queer Street. He hit him with that huge missile drop kick off the top rope, and that was very nearly it. But Brandon Cutler able to kick out, trying to make his way over to the red corner to tag in his brother, but Dustin still on the outside.
A great crowd here at the Showcase Theater chanting, "This is wrestling," and that is weapons grade polonium. Oh, and another near fall. Dustin Cutler in at the last split second to make the save.
Literally, the last possible 10th of a second. And now Johnny Yuma thrown through the middle rope to the outside. Goodtime and Dustin Cutler in the ring. Goodtime goes up, catches Dustin in the head scissors, drives him face first into the middle turnbuckle. Now he picks him up for the waist lock, perhaps the German suplex. You can see Dustin grapevining the leg, preventing it. Dustin Cutler goes behind, going for a German suplex of his own. Goodtime fighting out of it.
Both men countering, putting on the brakes. Wow!
The 6-second abs, that has got to be it!
No! How many teams have the Cutler brothers put away with the 6-second abs, but not tonight?
The Cutler brothers can't believe it. The crowd standing on their feet, they can't believe it. The RockNES Monsters, I'm not even sure Johnny Goodtime believes he kicked out of that.
6-second abs could not secure the 3-second pin. And now what are they going to do to try and put him away?
The tandem tombstone pile driver. This is the move that they finished off the RockNES Monsters with the first time. But unfortunately for them, it was reversed. Now Yuma with his own momentum going over the top rope.
Yuma back in. Who in the world are the legal men in this one? And quite frankly, who the hell cares? There's the cover. There's the 3. Revenge is sweet for the RockNES Monsters.
What an incredible tag team match this was. Easily eclipsing their first encounter, but this time the RockNES Monsters score the victory. But I have to say, Todd, I don't think this is the last we will see of the bad blood between the RockNES Monsters and the Cutler brothers.
I have to agree with you there, but for now, a measure of revenge gained. Certainly some bragging rights here by the RockNES Monsters. But my gosh, what a performance these two teams put on here tonight. It'll absolutely leave you breathless.
Completely breathless. And Todd, I can't wait to see what's in store next week on NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.